blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses, or say, your Sakodi of TRC, Ghana, coming to you with a continuation of our exposés, testimony, New World Disorder. But before we begin, we want to welcome each other by saying, Akwaba, Allen Sahalen, Shagitam, welcome, Ingandoni, Bem-vindo, you are welcome, Kuso, Diwo, Tusan Senyor, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mingalaba, Boyeyi, Malamu, Karibu, Ekabo, no, o Sanu de Zua, Enkwang de Hena, Mitas, Duburo, Pezalovat, Bine Ivinit, Barigalus, Vita Iche, Ayubon, Dobridoya, Velkomen, Estan, Hozot, Walang, Anuman, Bienvenido, Namaste, Swagitam, Kus, Ahmadid, Baruch, Haba, Marhaba, Hongong Hamilida, Honging Nyejeko, Anyamime Nyejeko, Wezolo, Novio, Mia Wezo, Akwaba, to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Testimony New World Disorder is a program through which we get to know what is happening to Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world in these types of global deception, delusion, and will for lies that are made up by some of the very people that we trust to be there for humanity and the nations of the world. And yet, for almost 2 decades, in worship of the extremely dangerous U.S. undercover agent Daniel Jezebel Babylon Caesar, have dealt with humanity by will for lies, deception, and delusion, and have brought Ghana, America, and the nations of the world into this global helplessness. But we want to remind ourselves that Ghana and America are the centers for the global evil pursuit. The government of Nana Addo Bawumia of Ghana, the government of Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, they are in cahoots with traitors within the office of the Secretary General and are pursuing this evil agenda against humanity, an ulterior agenda to seek to take over your soul, the souls of the human race. Every other thing that we are seeing, whether Russia, Ukraine, COVID-19, whatever we are seeing, they are all diversionary tactics to the ulterior agenda they are pursuing. So it's time for you to make up your mind as to who you give ownership of your soul to. Christ Jesus is my Lord, and I commend you to give your soul over to the maker of your soul. Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. This is expose part 20, and it's being recorded on the 20th of October 2023 for the day, the 21st of October, Monday 2024. It's entitled Taking Back Our Franchise and Our Nation, expose part 20. So Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder, humanity and the nations of the world. We want to remind ourselves that there is a willful, evil agenda, diabolical agenda by traitors within the office of the Secretary General, the Biden Kamala Harris administration, the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Mahmoud Bawumia government, to willfully seek to disenfranchise, rob the American and the Ghanaian people, to impose their will on the American people and the Ghanaian people, treacherous under the guise of the national election 2024, to put evil minds, traitors against Ghana and America, who would further their willful crime covering. That is what they are doing. And you watch closely the Supreme Court of Ghana, the development in the political world of Ghana. They are all geared, the treachery of the Supreme Court of Ghana, the Electoral Commission of Ghana, they are all geared towards the agenda of willful seeking to disenfranchise the Ghanaian people and the American people. That is what they are doing. The American and Ghanaian people are awake that this evil is going on against them, and we must arise and demand our franchise, because the nation America or Ghana does not belong to traitors, those that seek the thrones of nation, political power at the expense of the blood of their fellow humans, for them to be that diabolical to seek to assassinate, murder, kill John Donald Trump so barbarously. Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder, humanity and the nations of the world. Let's get some motivation and encouragement that we stand immovable, not shaken by all the evils being pursued by traitors within the office of the UN Secretary General, the government of Nana Addo Bawumia and Joe Biden Kamala Harris administration. we should not be moved, because this issue that um, was created by the worshippers of the extremely dangerous U.S. undercover agent borders on the entire human race: Israel, Palestine, Saudi Arabia, China, Russia, America, Ghana, India, South Africa, all nations of Africa, and on all nations on every continent of the world. Therefore, the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, they are totally irrelevant. They have no say in this issue, which is before the International Criminal Court, Hague. We have no talk or no dealing with any member of the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo or the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in this case of crimes against humanity. We have no. All that they are doing is seeking to impose their will on the nations of the world, on Ghana and America, to end the issue. They know that before Israel, Palestine, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, America, Ghana, the nations of the world, it amounts to total foolishness. It doesn't count, doesn't hold water, because you see, this problem was created willfully by the John Ejekum Kufuor government and traitors in Ghana for the nation Ghana, using the crime counterpart of the extremely dangerous U.S. undercover agent Daniel Jezebel Babylon Caesar. This crime counterpart is called Moses Alobu, who is an international criminal, officially known to the CIA, the FBI, the U.S. Embassy, Ghana, the UK Embassy, Ghana, many embassies of the nations of the world which are in Ghana, as far back as the Kufuor administration. Okay, this dangerous crime counterpart of the extremely dangerous U.S. undercover agent called Moses Alobu was years back, as far back as 2003, was officially known to the CIA and the FBI as having been an international criminal who engages in all kinds of visa fraudulence and all crimes, in cahoot with the Ghana Police Service and the BNI of Ghana. So, in their political interest, they have used the counterpart of the extremely dangerous U.S. undercover agent to seek to destroy an innocent Ghanaian. So the FBI, the CIA, the U.S. government, years have known that I am not that Moses Alobu. I am an innocent Ghanaian set up into the evil plot of the government of John Ejekum Kufuor, the Ghana Police Service, police headquarters of Ghana, the BNI, with their criminal mole, which they use for their crimes within their institutions. That Moses Alobu has been a political party member of the political party of John Ejekum Kufuor, and there are records that he has voted in various national elections for the John Ejekum Kufuor and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo political party. So he is their crime counterpart. They created this problem to give them the opportunity to have total control over the issue, so they stay in power forever. They were going to sell, they sought to sell an innocent Ghanaian to be killed in America as a terrorist using the Ghana Airways. The Ghana Airways, as far back as 2004. And then for the Kufuor government, the traitors in Ghana, their counterparts within the FBI and the CIA, the crime counter of the extremely dangerous U.S. undercover, to cover up their evils, they dissolved the Ghana Airways, turned into a chopper, grounded it, because the Ghana Airways were directly involved in the crime, to seek to brand an innocent Ghanaian a terrorist and get to destroy in a foreign land for money, because they have no brains to build their nation. You understand? And then what they have to do again is to, for liability reasons, cover up for the BNI, Bureau of National Investigation, change its name into NIB, National Investigation Bureau. How stupid. America, Ghana, they say they are smart. God is proving to them that whichever child of his, which is known by him, and whose trust is in him, his life is not in the hands of politicians or any government. They have killed my family members, killed Ghanaians as they please in worship of the extremely dangerous US undercover, but I still remain alive. Guess what? At a point, God had to let me go to International Criminal Court, remove the name of John Ejekun Kufuor, have mercy on him, take his name out of the issue, which issue of crimes against humanity has been before the International Criminal Court since 2012. Why did God let me have mercy on John Ejekun Kufuor? Because God knows that he was going to deal with him himself and put him in the throne, in the wheelchair for the rest of his life. Ghana, God is just. Daniel Yenkuno, I am not killed. God has warned the evil leaders among the leaders of our nation, and they think that they are God and they are beyond God. God is teaching them before the eyes of the whole world that his own are not touched. Aquaba to the program, testimony, new world. This case is before the International Criminal Court, Hague, since 2012. It's a case of crimes against Ghana, humanity, and America. Ghana has no say. The case is not before the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo or the Ghana Police Service. The Ghana Police Service is a perpetrator. The BNI is the intelligence community of Ghana. They are perpetrators in the crime, in their political interest. And in any legal case, we are speaking to them about the law. No perpetrator, no accused can be the investigator or the judge over his own case. The government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the BNI, the so-called national security, the Ghana Police Headquarters, they are all perpetrators of the crimes. So let them do whatever. It amounts to nothing. It amounts to foolishness. Just like the council of Ahithophel. Aquaba to the program. Testimony. Ghana, we want to wake them to the reality of the problem they have created. They have no regards and value for our people and sought to sell our soul to global evil forces to destroy our souls. And the God who made our souls has taken them on. They are not getting away. Aquaba to the program, testimony, new world. Humanity and the nations of the world. Now, we have gotten to know from expose part 1 down, this is 20, how dangerous these worshippers of the extremely dangerous US undercover agent have used her in hate crimes, medical terrorism, abuse and torture, persecution of her own children, crimes against humanity, disregard for the law. The traitors within the United Office of the Secretary General, Ban Ki-moon and his cronies, have put him above every, diplomatic immunity from prosecution by any law in US or any court, you understand? And therefore they do as they please with her, totally disregarding the course of the US. Now, let's get this. This is the child custody document that they saw after abducting my children for almost 2 years in 2013. We have gotten to know about that. Okay. In the same 2013, as part of this application for child custody and for divorce, the Rockville Court of Maryland, in cahoot with a court staff called Amanda Mays, so-called evaluator, had to send her to my home, where I was a tenant of, for a so-called assignment on the behalf of the court evaluation regarding the divorce and the child custody. Being that the Obama-Biden administration, in cahoot with the traitors in Ghana, traitors in the office of the Secretary General, know that this undercover agent ought not to be exposed. They have to disregard the court, and they send a racist of the court to come to my home to come aid the crime covering. And when the racist came to my home, she's called Amanda Mays from the court, a court criminal. Before me, she was being totally racist with her counterpart. She comes to the home. I'm trying to welcome her. She will not even accept the work. Her motive is to come make up false evidence and to aid the crime covering. You understand? She comes to my home. I am a tenant of this home. This is the room that I have rented in this home. At the living room, we all share it together. We share the kitchen together. However, there are some properties of the home that belong to the landlord, Millicent Bongo, and the husband George Bongo. Okay. The racist Amanda Mays, court criminal from the court, had to tactically demand to go inspect the property, the basement of the landlord, which does not belong to me, because she has colluded with the landlord that he's coming. They should make up a mess at the place, and then when he comes, she needs to record all those in her report in the report on the behalf of the undercover agent. I told her, these are not my property, so I have no right to take you to. She was demanding, take me there to go to open the basement, take me there to go inspect. Really? Okay. I allowed her to do as she pleased, and then went back in her report, make up willful lies, statements which did not come from me. She has made them all in the report, making statements to justify, to seek to cover up, to justify the medical terrorism that the undercover agent. So the judge would, based on that, to make a judgment and give my children as a property to be owned by the undercover agent. America, when the court evaluator or whoever she calls herself, they prepare the value for the report for any case. The accused and the complainant, they are supposed to get copies of it, because she knew that these are a fictitious document that she's using to cover up crime, to aid crime in court. She refused to give me my copy. I had to press and press. Eventually, I got the copy just days to the hearing, and I realized that this is the crime. These are the crimes that are falsification of making up willful lies. America, I pushed my way to the court, to the office of the clerk, to try to draw attention that this is what they have done. These are criminal, making up statement in a legal document against me to seek to give my children over ownership to an individual that abducted my children for years. The office of the clerk told me, wait, when you go to the hearing, expose it to the judge right at the court. America and the Nations, Poverty Program, Testimony, New World. The hearing date for the so-called child custody after 2 years of the abduction of my children was the 5th of August 2013. I go, and the judge, called Catherine D. Savage, the court criminal, Amanda Mays, the same Rockville court, an empty court. They have planted the undercover agent in the court. I go and I meet the undercover agent. I go sit down quietly. I didn't say a word to her. Then they had plotted that, you see, if there are legal, there is a proof that there is any property between myself and her in that marriage or the child custody and the divorce that she has applied for, it will make it difficult for the judge. America, in 2021, the extremely dangerous U.S. undercover agent, when she has plotted with the U.S. Embassy, Ghana, with the CIA, the terror network of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to get me linked, the U.S. undercover agent, to get me linked and got me kidnapped. They had plotted and made the terror counterpart of the extremely dangerous U.S. the same Moses Alobu take the legal copy of my legal document, my property, which I have acquired based on loan, my indenture. They knew that I was going to be linked in Ghana. There was no way I was going to leave. So they should give my property over to the undercover agent. They made the crime counterpart of the extremely dangerous US, Moses Alobu, behind me, give my indenture to my land secretly to the extremely dangerous US undercover, and then they went ahead, came to execute the lynching. It failed, and they kidnapped me, and that too backfired. Now, she had held this indenture secretly, thinking that God is dead. On the day that she was planted in the court, 5th of August 2013, for the divorce, they had the traitors in Ghana, her terror counterpart, Moses Alobu, her worshippers within the office of the secretary, they have all plotted. FBI, the court, Amanda Mays, the court, the judge, Catherine D. Sabe, that come and sit in the court. When I appear at the court, nobody is there. Quickly hand over my indenture to me. That take your indenture. So they use the camera to. There is no property between us. She knows that that property is mine. It is not for us. I acquired it on loan. So she must come and give it to me in the courtroom. I saw the indenture in court. How did she get this? I told her before the court, I'm not accepting this. Go and give it to who? I'm not taking it. Your killer, my killer, your crime counterpart, gave this to you behind me, and you are coming to give it to me. You are plotting with the court to do this. America, and then the judge and the Amanda, they all surfaced at the court after such shame. I'm talking about these willful crimes in cameras before the court. Judge Catherine Deep. Then she comes to sit at the court, empty court. She starts the deliberation, the so-called hearing, nonsense, crime soaked, willful crime covering hearing to give my children as property to be owned by the undercover agent. And God proves to her that the African is not stupid. At a point, she signaled. Amanda Mays had gone back to the room. She signaled, and Amanda Mays came back to sit. When the Amanda Mays came back, and she was given an opportunity to use that fictitious document to support the crime that she, the judge, was going to commit. When the Amanda Mays stood up and was talking and gave them, I told the judge, this evaluator was racist against me. I was drawing the attention to the fact that she has made that willful lies, statement which did not come from me, in all those documents. It's such a criminal act. The judge was totally discomfited before her own court. She asked the Amanda Mays, were you racist? Were you being racist against her? She said no. Then she told her, leave the court. She quickly fled the court. And then the judge went ahead with her evil pursuit. Because the decision has been made by the Barack Obama traitors within the office of the Secretary General, traitors in Ghana, that they should make my children the reward for crimes for the extremely dangerous USA. Ghana, when it was obvious that the judge, the decision, the judgment was pre-made, I stood up and told her, I will not accept this. If she makes any such judgment against me to give my children the, I will not. I will leave the country. I will not accept it. He said, I'll go ahead and make it. You see, you are very intelligent guy. You are very smart. However, I would order for medical terrorism to be committed against you. Israel, I mean, Ghana. I call back to the program testimony. He was this. The just God of the heavens and the earth told the judge before plainly in court that the judgment that you are going to pass, she was passing a judgment to lease my children off to even her the undercover agent's next of kin. That when she's not alive, my children be owned as a property by. And I refuse the judgment. America and the nations of the world. I call back to the program testimony. America has been brought to this state. by traitors in Ghana who have no regard for their own court, the judiciary, and have saddled the U.S. justice system, the court, with such heinous crimes for the past 2 decades. That no law applies in the court because immunity by traitors within the office of the Secretary General for their crime counterpart. America, let them impose Kamala Harris as they have intended. Impose Mahmoud Bawumia as they have intended. The heavens are Lord. God bless you. And God bless my home. We continue. Bye-bye.